Hello, Tis I the Ree. Welcome to my podcast. Today we are joined by an assortment of clowns, or honkers as some people have called them. We have Clown Mew, Dazzling Pinky, Smoky Six, Taco, and Alia.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here, Ree. Why have
Hello.
you gathered the clowns? I don't remember why we gathered here.
Well, you see, this all came when a certain video circled the internet, hitting it like cocaine in a poor district.
I have no idea what video you're talking about. I gotta be honest. I'm not hip with the kids these days.
You see. Greg, pull up the
Video I'm
Clissy
talking
video.
about.
Ace Attorney.
Oh no, it's this one.
Ace Attorney, Clussy.
Who was it? Speedo Sausage, or was it
Yeah.
called Speederoo now?
Yeah.
God, that Ace Attorney video has come
Changed his name?
into my life.
Anyways,
Yeah, just Speederoo.
you guys are here so I can use the Clissy tag and get those sick, nasty views on the YouTubes.
Hell yeah.
Don't use us like that, please.
I am used and abused. Don't worry.
Hell yeah, that's what we like to hear.
Oh man. No, but seriously, that Clussy video detriment to clown society as a whole.
Dude,
I
that.
can't go a day without being called Clussy.
Oh, I bet. God, and the absolute porn that came out of it was insane. We won't get too much in that. Keep this more somewhat PG. 18 plus.
They weren't.
I think we're long
lying.
past that.
They weren't lying when they said
We're barely a
make
minute
meme
40
about your
in.
culture and it all goes downhill. Sorry, there's a reason why you wanted us all here. You got any questions for the clowns?
Yes.
You summoned us. You summoned us. We grabbed some people. I was told there was gonna be snacks and refreshments, but that table was kind of empty.
Oh, that's in the back room over there. We got
So-
gotcha,
Kool-Aid,
gotcha.
Kool-Aids and
Sacrifice chicken is still
pepperonis.
outside.
Not
the
cut.
one with the lock. The one with the lock on the outside.
Yeah, that door.
Oh, that's gonna be great. But what's the real reason? You're
Well-
not just here to trap us and profit off us, right?
Correct. Mostly.
I
I'm
had a
here
party
because I
like
also
4 hours
like
ago.
knowledge. Some people know I go around via chat asking weird communities about their business, and now I'm asking you about your business. The clowns, how did they start? Give me the story.
Wow, you want the deets already? It's only the second date.
Oh,
But yeah. So the clowns are like a they start out as like an inside joke with myself, Pinky over here, and Bagel, who's sadly working and can't make it to this lovely show. We kind of just started talking, had some similar ideas about a certain other community, just had a lot of similar complaints, and we all started joking that we were clowns together. And then, Bagel hooked us up with Taco, and us four kind of started this whole thing together. And it's wacky to think about 4 months later, we're this semi-big community. I don't call this a community personally. I just think it's a group of my friends, because I still think it's only like 15 people big.
I mean, some of the greatest Yakuza families started with only 2 people banging, and that made a family.
I mean, yeah, that's a fair point. I don't think we're a criminal organization yet. I mean,
That's my
I
job.
haven't done anything illegal.
I shot a cop.
Yet is the key word there.
I don't think anyone else here has done.
You haven't been smuggling heroin?
Why would you smuggle it?
What's inside your nose? In your
Uh,
nose? You guys been putting it in your
Chili?
nose?
Where have you been putting a taco?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it right now.
Oh, okay.
No, that's
Alright.
probably not a good idea at the moment.
Probably for the
Okay.
best.
Let's just hope that baby doesn't burst. Oh, lordy.
but yeah, we kind of just started as like a small little joke, and then we went from a group chat to an actual server, and then we actually I host some events, and I know other people try. Some say they're gonna do Jackbox nights and just kind of sleep or don't go to their own things, but you take the good with the bad.
We're not going to name any names here.
I mean, it's not really a name; it's more of a food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A pastry of sorts.
Croissant.
A lame donut, if you.
God, that
if you
sounds
call
so
it
good
that.
right now.
Do you consider that a pastry?
I got some bear claws. Oh, I want some
Nah,
bear claws right now.
Wait, croissant is a pastry, and it's dessert.
Yeah, but his name isn't croissant.
It is now.
A lame donut, if you will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a little
Okay.
lame donut.
Lame
Yeah, kosher donut.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That really is just a lame donut.
Yeah, right?
I wouldn't want a lame donut personally.
I mean,
I'd
you
rather just
could
have-
argue to call it a lame donut, but then again, you can also spice it up. You know, the bread and butter of this bread sometimes is butter.
Is it butter?
Some
Don't you
people
also
put
weirdly make-
some
Cream
people put
cheese on
butter.
mine.
Yeah, no, that's the main
Also
thing.
weirdly-
Yeah, you know, bagel
I've
on
seen people put,
butter on bagel is pretty good.
I've seen wasabi cream cheese, and I've questioned a lot of people. When they
Look,
get that.
people will put
Ooh,
anything
that's
on
not-
anything. You can say it, and you could always just say
You put
they'll put
that-
anything on anything. Have you seen a pickle pizza?
Look.
Don't bring up pickle pizza.
I've seen a
Now,
Big Mac pizza up in Trenton, Michigan before.
I've
Actually good.
I've seen someone put mayonnaise on their hot dog, and not on like the one single line, and more like my ketchup is gonna be swimming in it.
Oh, gosh.
It's okay with mayo on a bratwurst, but not really just a hot dog.
You know, growing up back in high school, I actually knew a kid who would have mayo sandwiches, where it was just 2 pieces of bread and then mayo.
I call
That's
that
called-
a bread sandwich.
That's called a struggle meal. What do you mean? That kid's broke.
That's a straight
Pretty
struggle.
good. He's got
meal.
nothing else. That's all he's got. Don't hate on the down.
Bro couldn't spend for the cheese.
Who says
Can
I'm
make
hating
himself
on
a
the
cheese
down?
sandwich.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who says I'm hating on the down here?
You ever put sugar in some water just to have a flavored drink?
You guys ever have sleep for dinner?
I got
Can't say I've had sleep
for dinner,
though.
yeah. Yeah.
Nothing like going to bed on sleeping copium.
Oh, you know what I really like? I don't know what it's called in English, but it's just toast with butter and brown sugar.
Butter and brown sugar.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
called toast with butter and brown sugar.
No, there's a name.
Yeah.
Us over fencers call it.
Muckle
Well, that's
water.
just plain un-American right there.
Oh, you don't say.
Hit this teeth in your mouth.
Sorry, I only speak American. I don't know what that means.
This is clearly an American-based group.
Yes.
Obviously, if you couldn't tell about all our times and how people say, "Man, all these events happen at 7 a.m. for me."
Yes.
We very, very clearly do not have anyone outside of the States with us right now.
No one. Absolutely.
No one.
I've
Absolutely
literally never met
no one.
anyone from outside the
Absolutely.
States.
No one.
No one.
No one.
No one.
No one.
Everyone
Gotcha.
knows clowns don't exist outside of America.
And that is a
That is
scientific fact.
that is. I haven't seen one outside of
A
America.
lovely mustache.
I've seen mimes, but then again, they're French, so.
Does that mean every country has an equivalent of a painted face being?
Well, I mean, what? Like the UK's got jesters.
Well, I was gonna say
France
the UK has their
mimes.
citizens, you know.
No. See, I was gonna make a joke about Germany, but everyone knows Germans aren't funny.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sorry. Was that a
We're
hot
going
take?
that direction, are we?
Damn. Shots fired.
Was that a hot take? I thought that was common knowledge.
I think an animated studio took that one already.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I get all my information from the most reliable source.
iFunny?
TV.
Oh,
TV.
South
TV.
Park?
No,
Okay.
anime, of course.
oh, the Boondocks.
The Boondocks.
Oh, lordy.
Oh man. Ah.
What's your favorite quote from the Boondocks?
I can't say it
in
on
excruciating detail.
Hold on, let me mute myself in stream. But it was when Uncle Ruckus heard Riley playing music and he said, "Turn off that Ongo Congo gorilla no. Turn off that Ongo Congo monkey noise." That is my favorite quote.
Interesting.
I've taken that with me throughout my whole life.
I think my favorite one is when the teacher cracks down on Riley for
Shots fired.
saying the N-word a lot, and then he says it back, and he talks about how is someone gonna borrow a fry?
Oh yeah.
My favorite is when they mentioned LGBT and he said it's lettuce, gay, bacon, tomato.
I love how the gay rapper
the-
Gangsta makes everyone dress gay, then makes fun of them for being gay.
I mean that's one way to do it. I get people to dress up as clowns and make fun of them for being clowns. So it's
Is that why we're
That
here?
is true.
Wow. Why you invited me?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Despite
boy.
being the host, I feel like the outsider here. I need to get me a clown nose.
I mean, hey, listen, you're in the community. You're part of the clowns. That's how you were able to get this gig. You've infiltrated, as they say.
I can help you. I can help you make
Yeah,
that nose.
I infiltrated and also put in a down payment of like 500. But yeah,
We sacrificed a chicken for you.
Yeah, everyone knows when a new clown is born into the server, I actually go out back and pick the freshest hen I have available, and then I do a blood sacrifice to our almighty honk mother.
Exactly.
I just eat a bag of cold wet hot dogs, cheese flavor.
Oh, so, you know what? You know, we gotta do some clown lore real fast. We gotta discuss the lore of of the honk mother.
yeah. What do
and-
they
and
eat? Is it like hot dog jello?
who that is? Dude,
Hot dog jello?
I forget who is our honk mother. I because half the people in the server think it's me, and the other half think it's our favorite VTuber.
Yeah, I thought it was just supposed to be an entity. I thought we were supposed to
An
not worship
entity.
anybody. Yeah, just like
No-
some
No
creature
false gods above the honk mother.
creature with 7 tentacles.
What are you talking about? I have a silver cow in my basement right now.
I thought it was a golden cow.
No, that's.
I thought
a
it was the
different
golden
scripture.
calf.
Don't.
Oh, that's a
don't
different
worry
one.
about
Gotcha.
that. Don't worry about that. I'm talking about
Gotcha,
something
gotcha.
different.
Nah, all right.
You're missing an opportunity here. We contact H.P. Lovecraft, whoever holds his works at the moment, convince him to put a nose on Cthulhu. Bam.
Yeah,
I'm
Clownaroth.
sure if you look up Clown Cthulhu, you'll find something for it.
Clown Cthulhu.
Let's hope I don't find porn.
Clown Cthulhu.
Fun fact, you can't actually, every time you say Cthulhu, it's the right way. And any way you say it, it's the same word.
Clown.
It's the same way you're supposed to say it. So you can say Cthulhu, and it'll still be Cthulhu.
What about that Cthulhu?
Oh my god, I found that so quick.
no.
Huh?
I hate it here.
Sorry, I started off talking about how I hate. the
Oh,
term
Pinky, I'm
Cthulhu,
sending you
I
so much
everything
Cthulhu
else.
porn now.
Oh
Nice.
no.
Hey.
I'll send you so
Google's
much.
machine learning is gonna hit us hard.
Sharing is caring. Make sure to pass that around.
Send it straight.
Oh, no
to
problem.
Yeah.
All,
Don't worry,
Jack,
you're getting your
pass,
first
alright?
baby.
all I see is this clown Cthulhu you sent me. Why did they give him? Why did they give him weird dyed hair on his octopus head? I don't get it.
I give you oil
Hell
drums
yeah.
of spaghetti, and this
I
is how
mean-
you repay me.
Bald clowns aren't funny. They gotta make up for
Bald
that somehow. And I'm pretty sure they
bald
don't have
clowns
a
aren't
wig
funny?
big enough. Bald ones.
That's fair. Like you always get the sad clowns that are bald and they have the two tufts of hair on the other sides of their heads. Those are always the sad clowns.
Why
Yeah.
are we making this personal?
And Cthulhu is not a sad clown.
I'm also on your two tufts of hair.
All right.
I'm not saying
just look
pigtails.
depressed.
I'm saying the ones that are like bald fully on the top and then have like the colored hair on the sides.
Oh, like just bald on the top, but the sides have that like shaved portion.
Not even the sides. It's like two triangles coming down over their ears.
What's his name? Bozo the Clown?
Yeah, Bozo the Clown.
I do that thing if
It's
you
like-
do like the poof hair on the sides and then just have it shaved right in the middle.
Oh,
Oh.
Bald.
Runway. Bald.
Yeah.
Someone's
Stir
got to make a
first,
bald
Mohawk.
booth model one day.
What do you
We're
mean?
gonna
You
have
could just
to.
take the hair off.
Bald clown.
Yeah, but half the time, they just don't have the back of their head. There's
Yeah, it's
exactly,
invisible.
there's exactly one model I know that has a back of the head, but it's still colored for the hair, and that's a Kikyo model.
Interesting.
Also, I have to say, Taco, I love the new clown. I love the
Thank you.
the
I'm
line,
loving it.
The Gothic Clown.
Russian
Gopnik clown.
gangster outside of like the convenience store.
Oh yeah, no. Did you see? I even had, I got the squat pose and everything. The only way to find that was Go-Go. The Go-Go Locomotion is the only one I could find the squat pose from. And it's perfect.
Can you squat on the table?
Go animation.
I don't know if there's colliders on the table.
Is there colliders on the table? You should try.
Only one way to find out.
Oh,
Oh.
All right.
Turn
the squat.
Too far.
Turn and face the camera.
Yeah, look at the camera.
Camera at? Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's an Adidas hoodie too. That's perfect.
Damn.
We reach all nationalities here, except
Now hit the nose, Taco.
Except Germans.
You're not even English. You're British, aren't you? I don't even know.
What does that mean?
Who's even in the room with me?
We have
What are you
British
talking
clown
about?
among us.
Aaliyah's Australian.
Australian?
Yeah, me and Dono.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know
can't
anyone
believe
sitting next to me
Kangaroo
right
clown.
now.
You know me.
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm British.
Fucking shit, mode.
Which one are you again? What's your gimmick?
I don't know. Guns? I don't know.
That's me. Every time I have to recall how many clowns we have. Who are you again? What's your gimmick?
What was your gimmick? Why are you unique? Or are you basic?
See, I got suckered because I'm the original. I don't actually have a gimmick. I'm just the origin point.
The clown, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's
I am
the clown. Having the
Yeah,
instead of
gimmick
the
is
is
the
way
original.
better than nothing. Something.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I can't think.
Like, Other groups.
Imagine being called the clown, right? No.
Other groups.
The
I'm
clown.
still referred to as the clown. It's a gimmick, but when everyone's your gimmick, what are you really? A clown.
The joke.
The gimmick.
The punchline.
The gimmick.
The punchline.
The gimmick.
The punchline.
I mean, you could always just be like, I'm the clowniest of all the clowns.
That's actually a joke I make about my. I actually met a guy who also uses the same base model I use, and his tagline is that he's the strongest one. So I said, listen, you can be the strongest one. I call being the funniest.
See which one gets more ladies.
Perfect.
That's the truth.
I always get women. Listen. You walk into a party or a club or whatever, and the moment you walk in there, you make sure you say very loudly, "I'm terrified of women." All these women are gonna come up to tease you, but they don't leave you alone, and some will give you their number, saying that they can fix your fear. Works every time.
Also, you stand out like no other. I would join the pug. There's all these unique avatars and whatnot, and then it's just me in the corner, configuring something.
Really? I'm always clowning.
Yeah,
In the fetal position, rocking back and forth.
I'm crying,
that is a fact.
sobbing. I'm surrounded by women and crying in fear.
They're all just
I'm just
T-posing.
here always in Unity.
Just
I don't even play VR chat. I just come in here and do Unity.
I come to sit in desktop and work on Unity. That's the true life of a VR chat gamer. You've reached that point. Soon you're just going to avoid VR altogether and only use desktop.
That is true. I always found that so weird.
You won't want body.
You reach it's like a peak. You reach you start out, you're heavily invested in VR, so much so that you'll get full body, and you'll hit a point where you only use desktop. I have known and know so many people who would just like hit a point and they go, it's bothersome to put on all the stuff for full body. It's bothersome to put my headset on. It's bothersome to set up all that stuff. I'd rather just stay in desktop. And it's a weird cycle. It's a weird cycle that at the end of the day, it's like, wow, you spent all this money, and now here you are, desktoping it. It's weird.
Right
When
back
you
to
stick
where
with the
you
Rift
started.
S, it's pretty simple. You just put the headset on and grab the hands. You're ready to go. Don't close out of the program. It stays there all the time. It's plug and play instantly. I don't know much about the Quest 2, but the Rift S is pretty simple.
You have to turn on the Quest.
I think you have to turn it on.
Whew, that's a
And
whole
then go
step.
into virtual. Then you got to go to virtual
average time.
desktop. Then you got to go to Steam VR.
Speak
see
for
on
yourself
the
on
Rift.
virtual
I
desktop.
cut the middleman out. I don't use Steam VR. I'm straight raw linking this bad boy.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Somehow you're not supposed to have the Oculus app. It's not compatible with Windows 11, and I accidentally switched to it. So I turn off all my display adapters, boot everything up, turn them back on, it shuts everything down. Then I boot it all up. I don't know how my thing works, but it works.
Once I started doing virtual desktop, I have a battery pack in the back of my head, and I just got rid of Oculus. So if I get on PC, it's always virtual desktop off of Quest into PC, and then VR, and you're good.
I end up my normal setup time for VR is probably it takes me about maybe 2 minutes in total to get into VR, because I gotta turn my Quest on. I gotta make sure my cable's actually working. I gotta do the Oculus link into the Oculus app. And then from the other side, I gotta start up Steam VR. And then I gotta calibrate my trackers. And then I gotta put my trackers on. And then by the time that's all done, VR chat's already loaded up.
See, that's just a hassle.
It's not really. It's like 2 minutes at most.
I actually have killed the Oculus app. When you link it, you go to Oculus and then Steam VR. No, I link it and it goes straight into Steam VR.
How did you negate that? I have no idea how to negate that.
So there's
if I could cut out Oculus altogether. Oh.
On GitHub, I'll have to find the link and send it to you. But there's a way to do it, and it's very easy. You just kind of rename the original OVR file or whatever it is in your files, and then paste the Oculus killer quote.
Gotcha. I have to take a look at that.
It's very nice.
If I could get rid of needing to have the Oculus app on my computer and having it as a middleman between all my setup, oh man, that'd be so nice. Because it takes forever to load into the Oculus app for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For me, it's still on my PC. I don't know if you can delete it off of it and it still work, but that still shows up in the background. However, you just go straight from your normal Oculus background to Steam VR, just straight into it.
Again, normally how I end up doing it is I just turn on one of my trackers, and that loads up Steam VR and puts me directly into it.
Interesting.
Oh, I haven't tried that yet. Oh, I have to try that.
Wild.
We learn something new every day.
Especially, wow, learning something new from the clowns. What do you know?
I would never learn anything from a clown. They're a shifty and shady bunch.
You leave them.
Nose.
How are you supposed to trust anyone whose nose honks?
Mine don't honk.
Trust me. Mine doesn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
I would never make a nose honk. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I know the number one most annoying thing, it doesn't get on my nerves that much because I made it a feature for a reason. But has anyone ever just sat in front of you, for those of you who have your nose honkable, and just sit there and just keep constantly just poking you in the face?
I do that.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I've been on the other end. I've been that person.
So you're a honker. Okay.
You a honker or a honky?
Hey,
are you honking?
Don't hard R that. It's honka or nothing.
Honka or nothing.
Right,
that's my word.
Honka is our word.
Yeah, you can't say it unless you are a honker. You know how that works. We have our words. We claimed them.
we took them back. We took them back.
We
rectified the words by using them as a power term. All right.
I actually
is this full circling you now?
I actually reverse it on people where if someone's constantly honking my nose, I just kind of go and grab their face and go.
Yeah, how do you like it?
Well, there goes $7 worth of Starbucks.
What? You spilled something on yourself?
Yeah.
You take a spit take?
It was in my mouth and it spit took out.
Thank you. I know I'm hilarious. I know I'm a riot.
Guess that labels me as a quitter.
Oh no!
Sorry. Quitter's our word.
Quitter, please.
Quitter, please.
Don't you know when you quit college, you become a clown? You give up on your dreams and go to the circus?
That's still the most baffling thing about me, in my opinion. The fact he's trained.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I am. legally, I have to say I am a clown because I was trained. I did work as a clown for like 4 or 5 months.
Well, no, ain't that the joke?
Sometimes
being paid to be a clown and now you're just doing it for free.
Sometimes when you joke so hard, it comes full circle.
You never escape the clown.
You can take the man out of the circus, but you can never take the circus out of the man.
Exactly.
Clown life chose you, my friend.
Man, thinking back to how this all started, it started on a joke with one friend, and then now I got like 50 people willing to be clowns. Not a single person's here by force.
Some of us.
Hey, I don't think cattle prod counts as force.
Yeah, we
Listen,
forced
I can count 2 people who I was like, this is not a request. This is not. There's no option. You have to accept. Because I knew I'm like a talent scout. I know a good clown when I see it. I think that's like the best part about this. Everyone here is like no one here is completely random. Everyone knows at least one person. It's like fine selection.
Yeah, it's not an open group. You have to have someone vouch for you.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, still having someone vouch, it's amazing we've even gone to 50. I didn't realize we were at 50. If I knew we were at 50, I would have thrown a party, done a whole big party event.
Hey, yo. I got
like,
VIP status for the B Club.
Oh,
I saw you got the VIP status. How much you pay for that?
$750.
Whoa, big money's over here.
I ain't going for that $55 one.
You can.
It would be funny.
Let me hear this straight. You can pay $750 for a Just B Club VIP membership, but you can't pay your $25 clown dues.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
We're back on this again.
How am I supposed to
payment that's due every month?
I work on noses. That should be my payment.
No.
I worked on so many goddamn noses.
It's a yearly thing. This is like a frat. This is like a frat. You need at least you pay your $25 dues. You're good for the year.
Well, I thought we're part of the admin people, right? So that means that I thought they give us the money.
Why are you making me pay monthly then?
Dude, does a frat secretary have to pay for their dues? Yes.
Oh shit.
So that is a yes. You have to pay.
I want out.
Dues.
I'm gonna go join someone else.
Oh, yeah, time to go back to my server.
Yeah, I got places to be naked in.
Yeah, I got bathhouses to go with Pinky.
You're naked anyway. It doesn't matter.
Of course. What self-respecting citizen does not get naked when they're in VR? If you're wearing clothes right now,
exactly.
Oh, that's an absolute waste.
I just came from a barbecue. I hope I'm wearing clothes.
Obviously, it wasn't a good barbecue then.
Yeah, why are you not naked?
Exactly.
I actually make it a point to dress exactly like my avatar whenever I'm in VR.
He's wearing the overalls.
He's wearing the nose and the pink purple wig.
Overalls, balls hanging from the side.
Balls. What are you talking about? I got those removed years ago.
You're a eunuch?
No, I'm like a dog.
Oh.
Remember we were talking about that Joe Dirt scenario? They didn't get the spatula for him.
They didn't get the spatula. She just used the shovel. Or no, she had hedge clippers, didn't she?
Yeah, she the hedge clippers.
She just used the hedge clippers and left it.
Again, the doctor said he was taking a little bit off the top, but it was his first time.
He took everything.
He was it's like a bad haircut, but with the circumcision.
And he gave you my favorite line: "Just don't worry about it."
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
That's when he gave me a prostate exam, and I felt both his hands on my shoulders. I was wondering what was in the middle.
Oh, mine does the same. He's like, oh, check it out, no hands.
No hands.
Woo.
No hands.
Look, Mom, no hands.
And then the doctor walked in and said, "Who's this homeless guy?"
Wait, you're telling me you also go to the back alley clinic?
I go to Denny's.
You have the same doctor? What?
Go to Denny's?
Yeah, dude, the line cooks. They say they're certified.
The really official looking.
You talking about Dr.
The
Barry?
really official looking sign.
Yeah, Dr. Barry. I
Good
swear,
guy,
you
good
can,
guy.
you can never tell
Really
which
good
one
with
is
his
him.
hands.
There's
You know-
so
you
many
know-
homeless people back there.
You know, I heard he goes by Small Fingers, but his fingers are anything but small.
Lordy Jesus.
He calls his Mr. Stubby.
You turn around from the doctor, and then you go back, and there's just like 8 homeless guys there, and the doctor's gone. What even happened?
I heard they all actually
Are
all
they
are
surrounding
certified.
you?
They all do a
They're all
different
in
thing.
a straight line, waiting their turn.
All trying to
It's
sell
like,
you a
it's
turkey
like the
doll.
SpongeBob slap line, but it's a little different from the slap.
Well, I mean, there's still slapping going on. You know, you're still
Yeah,
hearing
there's,
that.
there's one hell of a
slapping
bit of
cheeks.
slapping.
Oh god,
I think
love
what
a
really
good
adds to
slapping.
the ambiance is the one single light hanging from a chain, swinging back and forth.
Like an interrogation room.
I mean, interrogation rooms or something else. You ever been in one?
Of course.
Yeah, same thing happens.
Yeah, a couple of
So, yeah,
times.
How do you think they get the answers out of you?
They pull in like 5 to 6 homeless dudes.
Of course, it's homeless guys. What else would they use?
Man, how many homeless people out there do you think were ex-clowns?
All of them.
At least like 68%.
68%.
Yeah. Any more and it would be funny.
You know what's a really funny joke I heard the other day? I don't know why this reminded me of it. It's not even a joke. It's just something funny someone said. Why? They said that the city with the most with like the biggest homeless problem is New York City. And I went, buddy. You ever hear of San Francisco? Man, obviously people don't know about the issue of San Francisco and homelessness.
Oh, I do.
You gonna
So is that supposed
elaborate?
to be haha funny or?
Yeah, what the fuck
I'm
just
a
happened?
Californian.
I have enough freedom to understand this
listen.
joke.
Hey,
Hey,
listen,
where's
listen,
that
listen,
punchline?
listen. So
Yeah, just
the
go.
joke is this person is claiming that New York has the worst homeless population, which I will say it's not the best. I've seen it firsthand. It's not the best, but I've also seen San Francisco, where on every corner or every block is about 7 to 8 homeless people.
Is this the homeless podcast?
Might as
I
well
mean,
be.
We're gonna
I
talk
thought-
about the homeless epidemic.
Yeah,
I thought we were
we just
a
from
different 4-letter word that start with H.
Homie.
He said 4-letter word.
HOMY.
Homo.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry, I needed someone else to say
We
it.
are Homo sapiens.
Yeah, we are all homo.
all the homo.
We all dabbled in a little second.
Oh,
Is that not what VR chat's for?
That is exactly what VR
Yeah.
chat is for. If anybody uses it
You
for
know-
anything else, they're using it wrong.
clowns and vacuum cleaners are very much in common.
I draw a face on my vacuum cleaner.
Oh,
Both suck.
Just
I
for
put
the
googly
immersion.
eyes.
Yeah, the
Now rip your
guys
dick
do
off.
the part.
You know what's
Oh, yeah.
really funny? You know what's really funny? Growing up, I used to be terrified of clowns.
oh, I had that
I
fear
had-
also. How'd you get yours?
I had a weird fear growing up. So, I was scared. Like up until I was probably 10 years old of clowns and people in mascot costumes. My tiny brain
Can I say
couldn't
something?
comprehend because I knew there were people in there, and that's what was scary about it. It wasn't the fact that it was like, oh, Chuck E. Cheese is coming down this way. No, it's the fact that a grown person willingly got in that costume.
Well, willingly is a
No, look
strong
at you.
term because obviously he's getting
takes-
paid to do so.
It takes a certain type of person to be like a masked character, or even like a clown in a sense. Like back then I was like terrified of like that because I was like, these people are psychopaths.
All right, Taco, your rebuttal? Because I want to hear this
I phased out. What's going on?
You were saying?
about
homeless?
people in
Clowns?
masked costumes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Calling me
when I
out.
was younger, they terrified me.
Kidding, because he's
So
furry.
I'm the furry clown here.
Oh, that's your gimmick.
Yeah. So like, wearing heads and stuff. It's fine. I gotta understand the scare. Like my sister, when we went to Chuck E. Cheese, like I grew up on horror movies a lot, so like none of that stuff, like clowns, all that kind of shit, never really like scared me because it's just like I can watch a horror film and not be like horrified or scared at all. I feel uncomfortable once in a while, but like when it came to like suits and stuff, it never really bothered me. My sister, the one time we went to Chuck E. Cheese, she fucking had a heart attack. She started screaming and crying. She punched Chucky when Chucky tried getting close. She like whacked him, and she was like 4 years old. And that was the funniest experience. But there was like one time I ever got scared by that, and it was just the animatronic ones are always the scary, the creepiest one. So say ours was broken over there. So like the dog, his eye was like cross-eyed and it was breaking constantly, and it looked horrifying.
Our Chucky didn't have the movement. So like when they're on the stage, all like turning and playing music, Chucky would stare directly forward and like sing his song. He would never turn. He never looked anywhere. He looked straight forward, and you could stand there, and it would be like he's just singing straight at you. And it was the weirdest thing ever. They never fixed it. That Chuck E. Cheese is gone. They never fixed it. They just left it like that.
I think the phase of animatronics in like restaurants. I'm not even gonna call it a restaurant. In children's entertainment places is long gone because no one knows how to fix those anymore or fix.
That's the same thing with like the reason why arcades, pinball machines, arcade machines, the reason why they don't survive long is because those were like old mechanics that were used to work on those things. No one has the skills anymore and to actually go in there and actually fix them anymore. So like that's one of the reasons why arcades die so much because that company can't pay for them, and so those machines just constantly break all the time.
I miss
it is a lost
machines.
art.
I used to play like pinball machines were like my go-to in like arcades. I just enjoyed them a lot. It was big.
All I can think about is Beer Fest when he says your pinball machine's broken. No, it's not. And he immediately smashes the glass. Now it is.
I want to get to the point of being like, you know you're rich when you can buy like random dumb stuff that you should never see in like a person's house. Own a pinball machine.
Have you seen those newer pinball machines that are coming out? They have like a 3D ones now, so it's like an actual pinball machine, but both the screens, like where the ball goes, it's actually one giant LCD screen. And so you can actually change out the arcades and stuff, but you still get all the buttons and the clickers and everything.
Oh.
It's just now it's all like
it's just like CG. The design. Like
it's like the whole pinball machine, but just where you're supposed to see the pinball go. It's all an LCD screen now, so you can switch out different games and everyone.
I thought you were saying it was like entirely virtual. I was like, that takes me.
No.
I want to hear the clanking.
Yeah, you still hear the clanking and everything. It's just everything is in virtual now. Like the whole thing is like kind of like Pinball FX, all those kind of games. It's but now there's just like a.
Like that's nice and all, but I think like original pinball machines have a certain charm to them.
Yeah.
You want to hear a fun fact about pinball machines? You know they were actually illegal in America for like years. Yeah, they were actually used for like distilleries and stuff. Like when the whole like the ban of alcohol and stuff, they would use those for gambling machines because it was a game. It was a game of chance, not a game of skill, until like 1978. That's when there was a guy who came out who was like he was showing that pinball machines were actually a game of skill. And so they took that ban away. So the only way you were able to play pinball machines back in the day was you had to go to Europe and stuff because they were like super popular over there. But Americans, we couldn't have them. They used to like take all the cops would take the machines and destroy them, and get rid of them because of that.
So many destroyed pinball machines.
Imagine losing your house's mortgage because the ball didn't go where you wanted it to.
Imagine.
All these people talking about if they had a time machine, they'd go see this person or go do this. Me going back in time to Prohibition to pretend to be an officer and steal a pinball machine.
Speaking of owning pinball machines, growing up, my mother was a antique collector, and she had these old classic pinball machines, and just in my house, and it was kind of weird. I didn't think it was weird, but then you'd bring like a friend over, and that pinball machine was like God instantly. All I want to do is play the pinball machine. And I was like, I've seen this thing like every day. I don't really care about it. But obviously, getting older, it would have been nice to still have a pinball machine. Because back then, it wasn't like an an antique thing. It was just a pinball machine. You know. Now having a pinball machine in your house, that's probably like a luxury now.
Right, so
Like I think like the coolest things like having like retro basically like things having in your house is like an old school arcade cabinet and a pinball machine.
oh, what about those old popcorn maker thingy carts?
The old popcorn carts. You want to get the cotton candy while you're at it?
Oh yeah,
you
let's
have a whole
circus in your room.
Oh, God,
You can buy it the dual back one.
Damn.
No,
when you make it big, you gotta just make a circus in your house and just invite everyone.
I'm going to have a circus themed room. Like I want to get to the point of Rich. I have a friend who's like, I don't know what his parents do. All of a sudden they just had all this money. But it's New York, so probably mob stuff. But you didn't hear that from me. But I went over his house. He's got a pool with a slide into it and a hot tub. Nothing normal. That's normal like rich folk. We go down to his basement. He's got a movie theater down there, a wine cellar, an indoor gym, and here's the real kicker: an underground basketball court. He had a basketball court in his basement. It's like you walk over to like this glass panel and it looks down into a basketball court. This is in his basement, by the way. So you have to walk down another set of stairs that go directly into the basketball court.
Interesting.
Damn, so he just walks by that. He's like, oh, that's just the indoor basketball court. Let me show you the surround sound movie theater.
I think there was like, God, the movie theater was really weird too. Like it was like rich, but like him and his family were like some of the most humble people I've ever met.
At least there's that.
Yeah.
They could be the Silver Spoon family that, oh, don't you have an indoor basketball court?
Bro, if someone ever told me that, instant just assault charge.
He would never even like he never talked about it at school either or brag about it. I was invited to his house like one time, not one time, for the first time, and I was just like, yo, what? No way, this is so cool. Like that's the genuine, like that's the general reaction I'd feel if you went to someone's house and they had like all this stuff.
Nah, you enter my house, it's nothing but trains. I think that's the real clown right there.
Are you a model train guy? I just assumed, but I never asked you. Do you actually have like a model train set up and like do you have a room dedicated to it?
Not a room, but a display cabinet. Yes.
Oh.
It was my grandfather's on my mother's side that collected these trains.
Oh.
I honestly don't see the value in them. I hate trains because I live with them every goddamn day. But it was something to remember my mother's father, and he wasn't in her life and definitely wasn't in my life. When my eldest brother was born, she gave him an offer to be in his life, and he went and bought some scratch-off tickets and died. That was the end of the story. But so that's the only thing I have to really remember him, and I like to keep a lot of sentimental things. But that's, if it wasn't his train set, I would not have it. It'd be gone. It'd be lit on fire in an instant.
You trying to tell us that we all need to send him our cum jar?
That's what I'm
He hates trains.
You want me to put your jars on the shelf? I'll do it.
Yeah. I'm doing it now.
Do we have to put like a special
send you a
figure
little
in there to resemble us by?
Would you prefer a fresh one or an older one? Because I got some right now.
Oh, I want it.
I want the most aged one you got.
I want that
March
thing
23rd.
to be aged in a cellar.
Next to a heater for a couple hours.
Oh yeah, I'll put it right in my grandmother's bell cabinet.
Oh,
that'd be perfect.
Oh God, your grandmother had a bell cabinet too?
Yeah, she collected bells.
Yeah, so did mine. My grandmother fucking had like this whole glass case that was just all bells.
Were they all from? I have like bells from Europe and stuff.
Yeah.
Anywhere she went, she bought a bell. I don't know how you find bells that just have a location on them,
listen,
but she found every single one.
Everyone's got unique things that they like when they go visit a place they buy as like like a collection or a souvenir. I have a friend who does shot glasses, and he's been like almost all over the world. So when we go over, he's got like 50 shot glasses, just different places.
Oh, I have a scrapbook with museum and movie tickets from the states I've been to.
My friend does it to every brewery he goes to around the country. Does it to every brewery he gets a ticket from them.
what does a bell mean? Why a bell? I don't get that part.
Man, it was the 50s and 60s. What do you expect?
What else were they supposed to collect?
Right. What were they called? Clappers? The ladies that would dress like that?
Flappers.
Flappers, yes. They'd have bells on them, right?
Flapper?
Would they?
I barely know her.
Oh, lordy.
What did UK people collect?
That's the other joke.
Bad teeth.
Yeah.
What does British people collect?
We mostly collect weird things for you guys to buy from us when you come on holiday.
Is that why there's bells there?
Yeah, there's bells
We
everywhere.
collect bells for that. Like, do
Interesting.
you guys know anyone that collects spoons? Like, I have like an aunt who collects spoons from every like country she visits.
I got a cousin who does that. She's not old or anything, but she also does that.
Interesting.
I know my parents collect magnets. Like whenever I go, when I went out of the country to Ireland and the UK, they were like, bring us back magnets. We want a magnet from every place.
You should go to like Detroit and grab like a meth spoon.
Only the highest
Freshly
grade.
burnt. Still has a carbon on it.
Has the lighter
souvenir.
Warm to the touch.
Warm to the touch. Soot covered.
I think there's some resin on there. You can still get some of that.
Yeah, preferably one that was currently in use.
It's like
just
like,
rip it out of their hand.
Thank
it's
you.
like the it's like in video games they could track someone and you see a fire pit. It's like it's still warm. Someone was just here.
Right? Oh, I'm gonna start doing that with heroin needles. I taste it. They were just here.
Dude, you want to hear a joke about? It's not a joke. This is something sad but real. Where I grew up, we were known for our copious amounts of heroin addicts, to the point where you couldn't go outside without seeing just signs of people shooting up. I went to the beach on my island here, and in the sand I found at least 3 or 4 needles.
Damn.
Lord.
Pennsylvania people.
Last time I went to fucking the beach there.
Now, my city's known for human trafficking. You come here, you're going to end up somewhere else whether you want to or not, and you might be in someone else's possession at that point.
Free trip, free
We're
housing.
the kings of import-export. Yeah, you just end up in someone's basement, you know? You get 3 square meals a day, all the free sex you want, you know? It's great.
I'm sold.
Sounds like the life.
Yo, you want to hear something? I came up with something funny. It's not funny. It's just me saying stuff. But someone messaged me, and gave me a link to a website. And the only context they gave me about the website was, it's only $60 for a clown prostitute.
Oh, ain't that a deal?
Mew, you got Venmo?
Mew, here's $60.
Yeah.
Cash
or card?
Cash
or card.
Can I just swipe it between your ass? Just quitching?
I keep on getting people sending me the Reddit post or the 4chan post with the guy who really want to fuck a clown girl and going, "This you?"
Ooh.
The one where he's like, her voluptuous pink hooter surrounded by the white pale yada yada.
I wish clown girls were real. I wish they were their own race.
What?
I got that video too. People sent me that video. Have I not sent that video to the clowns? I thought I did. I'll send it again.
I think you have.
seen it.
I was browsing through and I feel like I saw something like that.
I'll send it again. But God, that kills me. People will just add me on Discord to send me clown memes they have, and it's 75% of the time I've seen it, and the other 25% of the time I go, why am I getting this?
I just get clown porn. That's all people send me.
Man.
What are you talking about? I sent you
I
train
nothing.
porn.
My DMs are dry.
I don't count that.
Oh yeah,
There's
Mew,
no
that
clowns
reminds
on there.
me. I'm working with someone.
Well,
We're
I can
making
put
a
some
hentai.
noses on it.
of
I can edit them for you.
You're a hentai of you. Ooh.
Yeah.
Now, what you need to do
How
is
much?
get the circus train.
Oh, it's not
I
for
don't know
sale. Just private use.
Oh,
A lot of people don't know about this anymore, but there was a circus train. It was actually a train that was go all over the country, and it was just a mobile circus.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's
They made a movie about it.
Oh,
They did that in Madagascar when they went to Europe.
They did that in
I
Red Dead
personally
Redemption
have,
too.
probably not the same one, but same concept. But I personally have transported that circus. So I watched it die in probably like 2015, 2016. I think is when they ended that.
A dying thing. Like I remember I went to the Big Apple Circus back in the day. And then, like, I haven't seen a circus actually around in a long time.
I saw one, like, 10 years ago in Mexico. I remember it because it was right after I developed my fear for clowns. It wasn't because of that. It was because
You're afraid of clowns.
I was. Now I just get aroused by them.
You know, in Mexico, they don't use white makeup. They actually just use straight cocaine.
That is a fact.
We should consult our Mexican clown for that.
Black hair dye is just black tar heroin.
We have a Mexican clown. Which one's that one?
Of course, what do you the one sounds like she's from Mexico. It's the heaviest accent you've ever heard.
Oh, I'll be honest, I have a hard time placing accents. I won't lie to you. I just found out the other day that apparently Derp is not American. I swear I thought they were American. They're apparently German.
Unser Deutsche. So like that.
Interesting.
It makes sense because he does the 4 a.m. patrol stuff.
Why does he like American baseball then?
I'll be honest. I really thought Derp was American. Like even talking to him, he doesn't have an accent at all. Like he just sounds Midwestern.
Yeah, he's like a Mets fan. I didn't think they'd know about that.
Oh, he's a Mets fan. Oh.
One of them teams.
The New Yorker in me is like, how could you like the Mets? It's about the Yankees.
It's all about the Mets, baby. Let's go Mets.
Let's go Mets. And people who tell me they like the Jets.
Ooh. I'm more of a football fan than a baseball fan.
I'm a nothing fan. I prefer to stay out of that stuff.
You don't have a favorite sports team?
My go-to joke favorite sports team is the Toronto Raptors, so take that with a grain of salt.
I miss the Washington State football team.
Growing up, I actually used to be into basketball a lot, and I was really, really upset when they changed the Toronto Raptors logo from the raptor fucking balling to a basketball with 3 like claw marks in it.
What a shame.
The old logo literally just used to be a purple raptor in a basketball jersey all a basketball, and you're telling me that's not a badass logo?
It's an amazing logo.
I think it was something about like how all companies eventually, or all like things that use logos eventually degrade into something very basic and easy to recognize. So they changed to the basketball with 3 claw marks in it.
It's all about branding now.
I have a snapback hat that has the original logo on it, and I couldn't be happier.
I like the Kentucky Gamecocks. It's just a rooster.
What team is the Nuggets? There is a team.
Excuse me.
The Nuggets is a basketball team.
Chicken nuggets, or are you talking about?
So there's a basketball team. I forget. Are they the? They're not Cleveland. I forget what like city they are, but like they're called the Nuggets. They're like something before it, but I forget. And it's based off of the like gold nuggets. But I got my only knowledge of like basketball teams is from playing 2K11 on my Xbox 360.
The Denver Nuggets.
It's Denver.
Yep.
Denver Nuggets. I remember the Boston Celtics was always a funny one.
What's funny about the Celtics?
Oh, do you like the Celtics?
I'm Irish.
Oh, laddie, look at the Irish. We leprechaun. We got the pot of gold. I'm allowed to do that. I'm Irish.
That's a great topic. Wouldn't you consider leprechauns the Irish clown?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I just consider the Irish clowns in general.
What?
well, no. So
hit him right in the Lucky Charms.
Leprechauns are more mythology than they are clowns.
They're a mythological clown.
So are clown girls, but you guys still dress as them.
Yeah, clown girls aren't real. I apologize
What?
for the train horns
What?
in the background.
They're not?
Everything he knows is falling apart.
Women just don't exist. That's why we're gay in VR chat.
Women don't exist.
There's no such
is
thing
a
as women
fact.
on the internet.
Reject women.
If there's any
Why do
women
you-
out there, send me a picture of your breasts, and we'll see if you're speaking the truth.
Why do you
Yeah,
think
yeah,
there's no
me
male?
too, please.
There's literally no male avatars in this room. Is there a
Except
woman
for-
here? No.
No.
Oh my god.
Again, I always make the joke. Women don't exist on VR chat. You sound female? Nah, that's a voice changer. Women don't exist.
Exactly.
Oh, for sure.
Name a woman. For a
Name
dollar.
every woman.
Oh, you're a feminist? Name every woman.
Every woman.
Amelia Earhart.
A woman can't fly a
Michelle-
plane. False.
Michelle
Story.
Obama.
She flew a plane, all right.
That's a whole bro.
Disappeared.
Flew a
Oprah.
plane into some coconut crabs.
Come, Mr.
Oh.
Tallyman, tally me by.
There goes Taco.
No.
Taco just checked out.
He's getting
Don't
himself
worry.
a burrito.
Don't worry, Taco's
Clown.
Taco's just being sleepy.
It could be any reason.
Creepy Taco.
No,
Oh,
it's
that
all right,
reminds
don't
me.
care.
I'm just doing a tally count. How many people in here are sober?
What the hell happened to my character? Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Am I the only one?
That's a negative.
you're sober,
happened?
lucky.
Imagine. So if
What-
you're in
what's going
VR, are you sober, Taco?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I mean,
Another
does
one.
nicotine count?
No.
No,
I'm not
This is
sober.
like
we're talking about
one of
boo-
the few times you'll catch me intoxicated. I rarely drink.
I'll be drinking tonight,
I
of course. I gotta
don't
get
drink.
those bush lights in before
I
work.
made pina coladas before I came here.
Can you imagine being sober? Cringe.
I'm like 4 or 5 beers.
Pinky,
in,
let me
so-
talk to you about my 2 months sobriety.
Stop, you fucking sob.
You sober.
You know,
Sober
I'm
is
okay.
our word. You can use soba.
I'm okay with
Soba.
people being sober and making their lives better. But if you gotta explain to me for 30 minutes why you feel good about not drinking, I don't want to be part of that conversation.
Oof.
Oh
You
my
know, I
god,
feel
it was
less
the worst.
sluggish.
I'd rather be
dying.
drinking a
I
beer.
feel more awake. I feel more attentive.
Just like good for you. I'm happy. Just stop telling me about it. I'm
Don't
not
talk to me
sober.
right now while I'm drunk.
Please, shut
I
the fuck
literally
up.
have a beer in my hand, and you're telling me
Shut the
about how
fuck
you feel good about being sober.
God, that guy yesterday, how he was like, "Oh yeah, I still go to the I go to the bar, and it's really cool to go to karaoke night and just talk to drunk people." And like, I talk about my sobriety and stuff, and I'm just like, they don't care. They're drunk. It's like they're not really listening to you, man.
They're literally not even gonna fucking remember it the next day.
They're chasing the fairy in the corner of the room.
They saw the leprechaun go by. They were like, "Oh, look at that! Look at that Irish clown."
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
If I make it a point to, if I'm in VR chat, there's a beer in front of me. I can't stand this place if I'm not intoxicated. And I go through a lot of Busch Light. I ran out of my Busch Light apple just fucking drinking in VR chat. I'm not even drunk. It's just a slight buzz. There's nothing to it anymore.
just a slight buzz. Nothing really important.
It's like I gotta look at all this and make my eyes hurt, and I'm not drunk. What's wrong with me?
Oh man. I like, you know what I can't stand personally. Like, my ex used to be like this all the time. She was a lightweight, and she would only drink to get blackout drunk, and she wasn't even like a good drunk to be around either. She was a sad drunk, so it would be like her and 5 people who are all sad drunks getting blackout drunk at like 9 p.m. on a fucking Tuesday,
So-
and just crying in a corner.
So it's kind of like takes a sip of beer. I miss my ex.
Me?
Speaking of
No.
being a sad drunk, true story, I had to quit liquor. I only do beer now because I had a problem on my buddy's birthday. I kept ordering shots. I'd bring shots to the table, and then I'd forget they were there and go back and get another shot of like 1800 silver. And I'd get a whole round for the whole table, and everyone's like, dude, I'm tired. I don't want to drink. And then I'd drink everyone's shots for them.
Oh my god.
There are pictures of me with random people that I've never seen before in my entire life, and I'm feeling their face. I'm all over them. I'm having a great time. I was like, when did this happen? And then I remember waking up the next day. I have moderate frostbite on my rib cage because apparently I laid in the snow for an hour naked and puking on myself. This is all a true story. So I had to quit liquor. I only do beer now.
No one helped you.
I missed it earlier.
I have no idea.
I have to make the joke. Liquor? I barely know her.
Ooh.
There it is.
Oh, that's a good Bush Light, though.
I heard that one earlier.
Hell yeah. Anyone drinking? Cheers.
Cheers.
I'll say cheers out loud back at the barbecue when I go back out at fucking like 11:30 at night.
Leah's been beating us at it, though. Leah's been, like, partying since, like,
Leah's
12 p.m.
It is 4 a.m. I feel like I'm trying to have been drinking for a while.
Oh god.
Wow, look at you, 4 a.m. over there. You don't gotta wake up early?
Imagine waking up.
Just a shaking head no.
As you can tell, us clowns like to party.
I'll be honest. Speaking of not knowing
seen you guys
anything
in
about
action.
people, I had no idea Leo was Australian.
Yeah,
No idea.
It's not a fact.
I'm sorry.
It's not a fact.
It's not.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better soon.
Look out for the spiders.
Look out for
they're
the
quite
Forget
large.
They're
the
everywhere.
spiders. But look out
Look
for
out
those
for the
Yeah, I
kangaroos.
heard you're us.
They might go at you for round 2.
War to animals.
You know, there's a joke that goes around about kangaroos. About apparently there are more kangaroos in Australia than people in my state, and they keep comparing. It's Ohio. They keep comparing about like if every Ohioan tried to fight every kangaroo in Australia, we would probably lose. Which I honestly,
I don't know.
I beg to differ.
I would
Ohio
say, like,
is a right-wing state. Every
How
person
many
here
guns are in Ohio?
owns. Me personally, I have at least 15 guns in my house, and you can say the same for like every one of my neighbors. We're
You
not
count
losing
the
to no
200
damn
arms?
kangaroos.
Well, they didn't lose
I
to like
hope
loss
the
of
gun show.
people. No one actually died
They're all
in
going to
the
be
war.
ripped kangaroos.
They lost
Nope.
because they forfeited due to the fact of so much ammo. It was basically like 1,000 bullets per emu, and they just could not keep up.
You know,
Yeah,
the fucking
that was
guns
weird.
thing. The guns thing reminded me of a really. You ever like meet people who just tell really bad jokes? Like,
I'm looking at 'em.
Okay.
Have you looked in the mirror recently, Mew?
Yeah.
It's hard to look into the mirror. I gotta take off the wig and the clown makeup first.
Oh,
Fair.
But so, I went. I worked at a convention this past May. I was in charge of lines. I was like the line head. But my one of my friends was working as the weapons and props check, and he told me he tallied it. 40 people on day one. It's a small con, so I think we had maybe like 200 attendants, 200 to 300 attendants. 40 people on day one made the same joke of, "Do these babies count?" and then flexed.
Oh, I do that when I'm working out all the time.
What? Would someone ask you, "Do you have any weapons on you?" and they go, "Do these babies count?"
Now, when my brother walks by and just like, "Hey, watch out! I'm armed and dangerous."
Hey, sorry, you gotta pay to get into this gun.
They have a charm, you know. I think they have a charm. Those jokes.
Do they?
I think
Charm,
so.
maybe
A charm
once in a
to make
while
me
when you.
cringe.
I agree with the cringe.
Uh,
I used to be one of those guys in high school.
These fists are registered.
Wow.
Man, I was.
Oh, I thought you were gonna keep going.
Who was gonna go?
Who?
You want us to leave?
What?
All right.
Oh. Oh, I don't know
Is this your way
why.
of kicking
I don't
us
know
out?
why, but this reminded me of like the one name for the podcast title that did not make it to the list. I told Mew, I don't think he was a fan of it, but as I was reading off the names, it was like 3 names down. What was it called? It was. Oh, right.
Was Was it the Clussy Fever one?
No, because I said the Clussy Fever. That was in. No, I was talking about Mew's Pink Poppin' Pussy.
Jesus.
You did not tell me that one. What?
I
Sorry,
swear I told you about the one that was specifically just about your.
I had no idea. I was unaware.
As the pink man in the room, I would have voted that down immediately.
As the Pink Man group?
Is anyone else here named Pinky? I don't think so.
No, I don't think anyone else here is named after.
They told me there was gods on this mountain. All I see is me.
3 pink and stink.
Oh God.
Three pink stink, huh?
Whoa, bro!
Pink.
If you're doing 3, I gotta tell you gotta go get a refund.
Put the whole hand in there. Fuck it.
Were they
Come
even
on.
tell?
You gotta use your hands to part it so you can get in there fully.
Oh, bro, I use my legs. You kidding me?
Rip it
Like
open.
a spider monkey in there.
Just climb in.
Just climb in, make a home in there. It's yours now. You live there.
Use her like a tauntaun.
It's like you gotta use it like a hermit crab shell.
Make it my bat cave.
Then once you get a little bit bigger, you go and find another shell and relocate.
Just slither on
And
out.
then when you find it's a little bit too big for you, you wait for a bigger dude to come by and move into the shell so you can take his old one. The circle of life. You ever watch? I watched a YouTube video on like hermit crabs changing shells. It's interesting.
Of course you did.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
Is.
they like
Why do you know these things?
they like so like hermit crabs like they change shell when they get big because they grow like any other animal. So like say like a medium-sized hermit crab finds a shell. He'll test it out. If it's too large for him, he'll wait around, and then all of a sudden other crabs will start showing up and looking to see if they fit. Once one that like will fit into that newer shell appears, they all line up in size order and do a shell hop where like the big one will get into the new shell and then like it'll go down the line.
Oh.
And it's interesting. It was interesting to watch.
Very.
Sorry,
interesting.
I know weird animal facts.
You've been down that part of YouTube at 3 in the morning.
It wasn't 3 a.m. I think it just showed up on my feed, and I was like, "Yeah, I got time. I'll watch."
Anyone
Yeah,
else
I
looking at this?
We just take a moment to
I didn't want
take a moment to appreciate how fucking hunchback.
I didn't want to bring attention to that.
He's got no fucking neck.
Don't worry about it.
He looks like his spine is compressed.
Don't worry
I
about
was hoping no one noticed me taking a picture of that.
it. I wish I could, but I have that camera set up.
It's like
I
Slav's go.
Oh, he fixed. Whoa.
It's because I did my my viewfinder when I went to redo Unity, or not Unity, but VR chat, putting my camera on there, and it changed my body at type. So if I did like this, puts my body in weird spots.
Embarrassing. Imagine not being able to do it properly.
VR chat's a weird place.
You think?
That's why we got to go to Neos VR for the 5 people to hang out with.
Hey guys, meet me in Rec Room.
Oh hell no!
Damn, next
Oh,
podcast
Lord.
location.
What is the meta one they're trying to do? Like a meta space or something like that?
Metaverse. or whatever
Horizon.
the fuck.
Mark Zuckerberg's
Horizon
VR.
is the Facebook
Hey
one.
guys, did you know the metaverse has its own police force?
Oh no.
That article just ruined so many things.
I was telling Pinky
no,
about this.
You
I
guys
actually
excited? We got well, I think it's 4 or 5 days until we get the HBO VR chat.
Yeah,
that documentary thing.
Oh,
try to do a
documentary.
watch party.
It comes on on July 28th. I want to watch it. I think it's gonna be cringe but funny.
Hold on, I need HBO Max. You said.
It's
think
just
it's HBO
HBO.
Max, yeah.
It's gonna be an
Oh.
HBO documentary.
Oh,
You can
hell
pirate
yeah.
it on the internet. It's
Oh, that's
filmed
good.
entirely in VR chat, and it's called
And
"We Met in
absolutely.
Virtual Reality."
I hope
It's
I
about
never appear in
relationship
that.
through VR.
Did you?
Apparently, one of our friends is in it, and one of the clowns is in
Oh
the video.
right, what was it Red?
Yeah.
Red is, he shows up at the 47 or 46 or 47 second mark in the back right. Like you can see his old avatar there.
How
It's from a stand-up comedy event that him and a mutual friend of ours is in charge of and host. And they got a photo of that, and it's really funny.
How did they find that? Were they just like watching? They're like, zoom in right there, zoom in 100 times, finite the image. That's red.
He was watching, and he said, "Oh, look, it's so and so's comedy night." And he took a closer look, and he saw him and another friend of theirs in the background because they have like very recognizable color schemes. One of them has like a light blue color scheme, and another one's obviously red. So.
Well, it's a scary thought if it's popular. People might start doing sitcoms and whatnot in VR chat. Imagine going in a public world, got like a news crew in there filming and shit, and they're just like, "Hey, civilian, get the fuck out of the shot. Don't get paid enough for this shit."
You joke. Normally. Yeah, you joke about that, but that's already been happening.
Oh, right, there's the VR chat movie.
What was really funny about the movie, or like the trailer for it at least, was when they were interviewing those couples. And the one guy just had like the daddy demon evil avatar. I was like, how are you supposed to take anyone seriously when they're in an avatar like that? I'm sorry. I think it's just a personal thing. I can't take anyone seriously because of their avatar choice sometimes.
It'd be like this little boy voice in this big buff Chad avatar.
Yeah, for
like a 14-year-old.
You know, not saying we're not the easiest ones to like not take serious or anything.
We're
like that,
much more sophisticated than those thoughts out there.
I personally find
100%.
it hard to take boys or girls seriously, like just the avatars, because it's either a literal child or some dude pretending he looks like that.
I still say my favorite thing to always see is always the desktop user girls who come in with their with the e-girl avatar, and they're always saying like, "I need a daddy," this kind of stuff. "I need a full baddie daddy," that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, oh my god,
you're in desktop. What do you?
It's always the desktop ones too.
You know,
always the desktop ones.
You guys ever seen the desktop cuddle?
I think it's funny as hell.
Where two desktop users will be in an e-boy and e-girl avatar, and then sit in front of a mirror and just press their Z button, so they're crouching on the floor and sitting.
Oh my god, I can totally feel you.
And the girl always in that the beg dog position, the begging position. They're always in the begging position.
Oh, the sub, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a buddy. All her avatars have that. She's like, no, they don't.
Choice?
We went through them all. Just sub.
Oh Lord.
Sorry. I like having the default VR chat crouch where like you're like hunched over.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that one's a good one.
At least I like the hands on the knees one. That one's at least fine.
That's the default booth model one for the most part. Most booth models have that like sit like that.
Like that one just straight up says like VR chat locomotion on it. That's like a standard one. But
really?
Like this model came with that, but it also came with the stupid prone where you're just like on all fours.
That's why if I'm gonna if I'm in desktop, I normally just crouch and I just kind of sit. I kind of do the sit because I'm just like it looks better than just standing there like a lunatic.
Well, there's different laydown animations you can use.
I don't know. I'm not very. I know a lot about Unity. The animations is not a specialty of mine.
You just drag and drop it.
My specialty lies in decals and shaders. Even though half my characters end up being broken.
Two of the things I know nothing about.
I'm a pretty big fan of the VR chat default dance, you know?
Oh, we
bust that out at the dance.
Hell yeah.
We have a clown that's very big into it. We have dubbed it the Spicy.
Because his name is Spicy.
Yeah,
he's got a song with it.
Oh my god. I need to see this in action.
He's a permanent desktop user, so he uses emotes a lot. So he's just got the default dance that he does, and he plays music with it.
He's a mute desktop user. Very enjoyable. Slowly gaining a voice from clipping all of ours, but that's nothing to be concerned about.
Yeah, I don't know about it.
Franken voice.
He's not going to take out a loan in our names or anything.
No, we were hanging out in the B club. And there was stuff going on, and Spicy came in, and all were just like, "Spicy, you don't want to be here." And they just went, "Oh." Just kept doing Pinky's "Oh" every time.
Surprisingly, "oh" is my most used word because everything I see is just shocking. So my immediate response is
Oh.
Oh.
Huh?
So that's what he's got me recorded saying.
I don't think Spicy has my hub. I know Spicy has my gotcha and has
Gotcha.
my for
Gotcha.
sure. Gotcha.
Sure.
For sure.
Gotcha.
I don't think he has anything for me.
It reminds me of the movie Annihilation, where there was a bear that could rip out people's vocal cords and then use their voices to lure their friends out. You ever seen that movie?
What the hell?
No.
Horrible movie. Do not watch it. But if you've seen it, you know the
I
reference.
might have to watch it now because that
Nah,
sounds like a fucking
You know what's a
hilarious
horrible
comedy.
movie?
We're gonna watch it in 2 times speed
The
again.
man who killed
me.
Hitler
Oh, fuck yeah.
killed Bigfoot.
I've heard of that, but I've never watched it because of
Such
the name.
ass. I was
guys-
like, you know what? I'm got nothing to do for the next couple of hours. Let's watch it. They have what's the name of that guy with the really deep voice, country guy?
Deep voice.
Sam Elliott?
Yeah, Sam Elliott. He's the guy that killed Hitler. And then like, there's some BS reason why he has to go hunt down Bigfoot because Bigfoot emits some chemicals that only certain people can go near him. And this is like close to modern day, so he's old as fuck at this point. Like they're like, yeah, remember World War II? You're retired, all this shit. Your body barely works. But we want you, a one-man army, to just go in there. He's already wiped out special op groups and whatnot.
Bigfoot.
Kill Bigfoot. They throw hands close range for a little bit after he hunts it down. I don't remember the rest because it was so boring.
What is the importance of him having been the man that kills Hitler? What is the importance there?
They're just like, you're the only one qualified, despite him being super old. Like there's a shot of him just being an old man. He goes and gets his pills for the day. He goes to the store, grabs like a lotto ticket, puts on his reading glasses to read like menus and stuff.
Interesting, I guess.
Sounds like they were just spying on Sam Elliott.
Pretty much, yeah.
A shit movie I've watched. On the topic of Hitler movies, you guys ever watch Guess Who's Back?
Oh, I saw like the first 5 seconds and then didn't want to read subtitles.
It was very shit.
If you want,
It was like
Yeah, isn't all Germany like woke when he comes out? You got a bunch of colored haired people and whatnot.
yeah, and then he like uses those people because they all agree with his ideas
Oh,
or something like that.
all right, maybe I should have watched more because I ended like when he started walking the crowds and whatnot. I was like, I'm done.
Like he like it just gets he finds a bunch of like I'm gonna use the term the quote unquote term hippie activists types of people. Like, that's like the best way I could describe it.
Now, if you want a good, bad movie, Taco already knows what I'm about to say. Watch Lawnmower Man.
I was gonna say Lawnmower Man.
Well, I've never heard of
That
this.
is 1992. The only star actor there was Pierce Brosnan, I think. Do you remember who played Job? Was that anybody?
Yeah, he's not really anybody.
But it's just Pierce Brosnan. It's the only name you need to know.
What the
in this movie.
fuck? I did not
Lawnmower
expect to see
Man.
any of this. What the hell?
What was that?
I pulled up like the pictures and whatnot. I was expecting to see like Pablo Escobar outside, but no, I see like
It predates
Tron's
ERP.
Yeah, it predicted VR chat.
oh.
They actually ERP in VR in this movie. 1992. And then he lobotomizes her.
There's
Oh.
a documentary about
He turns into a giant dragonfly. It's fucking so strange.
The VR sequences in Lawnmower Man are amazing. They're so bad, but they're beautiful. At one point, they put Job's face, like an actual picture of his face, on the VR model, and it looks just awful. They kept it there. They kept using it. It was like 30 minutes of the movie. You're looking at this PNG of Job's face on the VR model, and it gets worse the more you look at it.
What qualifies like I'm so confused what makes the movie like have the name Lawnmower Man?
Because the main
Lawnmower Man.
There's a picture
main
of him
character-
with a lawnmower.
Job Smith is he's a mentally handicapped boy taken care of by a church, and he's just like the hand of the church. He does all the work, he mows the lawns and whatnot, and he offers his services to other people, and they refer to him as the Lawnmower Man. Like, oh, they don't know his name. Oh, the Lawnmower Man's here to mow our lawn, and that surprisingly that turns into some experimental VR soldier training program where they inject drugs into him and train him in VR to become a super soldier, and then he becomes a fucking genius and learns all of the world history in a matter of 30 minutes, and then develops telekinesis and can move things, and then can read people's minds, and then he lobotomizes a woman.
This guy can mow straight lines. He's the one.
And then at one point he even says it's like the Morbius meme, like when he said I'm gonna morb or something. At one point he says the lawnmower man's inside your head now, and they brain dead some guy, and all he knows is lawnmower man.
Yeah, you see a giant lawnmower go through the dude's brain, and it's Job's face as the lawnmower,
but with like a push mower as the mouth.
I want to watch this so badly now.
I recommend it. It's the worst part is it's a serious movie. You're not meant to laugh at anything. You're supposed to be like engaged the whole time because it's a serious movie. But it's so bad. It's just ridiculous what they did with this thing.
Fear. It's so bad.
It starts off with like they did like animal testing, so they had a monkey that's like in VR, but like the VR contraption they got is like the Petruvian man setup. You're in a ring that kind of like spins. And it's got a monkey just spinning at light speed, screaming in this thing. It's like, what the fuck?
What if we put a monkey in VR?
And then the monkey escapes and like takes a security guard's gun and starts killing people. But like you're watching everything through the monkey's perspective. At one point, they show the monkey like putting a gun down on a shelf, and it's just a guy in like a fursuit hand. It looks so bad.
Oh, it's like those Party City like gorilla ones.
Yeah, they just put like a monkey sleeve on this guy and said, "Put this gun on the shelf. It'll be a great shot."
Give us some ahs.
And then they murder the monkey. There's like an army outside, and they all M16s and shotguns, and they just blow this monkey apart. And it was
Imagine getting called. Imagine the call for that assignment. All right, we need you to get like a good squad of like 50 men, a good bunch of cars, all heavily armed. Oh my God, is there a terrorist group? No, there's a monkey.
It's a fucking monkey with a 357 revolver.
He's probably shot all the shots, but he's still dangerous.
I think he only used it like 2 times. He had at least 4 shots left in that thing.
So bring at least 20 guys.
Man.
Oh yeah. Great movie. Highly recommend. Don't watch the second one. None of the cast returned. It's horrible. That came out in like 1996.
By the way, what are we? Does this remind me? Do we host a clown event for the showing of the documentary, the HBO documentary?
That's something we could do.
Oh, you should. I will be on that.
HBO is willing to stream, or if anyone can find it on a.
You can pirate it anywhere.
Totally not legal.
I'm sorry. We're live right now. We pay for HBO here.
Yeah.
We are paying customers.
Yes,
we do not pirate anything.
Yep.
Maybe
go to ad break.
Can anyone pull a Hosho modding and send me the documentary? Thank you for everyone who understood that joke. Thank you.
Oh, that took me a second.
That's all.
Was this anime?
Yeah. Listen. Let me describe my favorite anime to you guys real fast. All right.
Coin the house.
So this dude loves his teacher. He's in love with his teacher. But forbidden love. No, can't have any fun times with the teacher. So instead he goes to a mixer and meets this girl and decides to fuck her, because she wants to know what it's like to be an adult. So he fucks her. He then goes home, and his dad's a single dad. Mother sadly passed away. But his dad's like, "Good news, I'm dating someone, and I think we're gonna get married soon. She's gonna bring her daughters by for like a meetup and dinner." The next day, the daughters come by with the mother, and the daughters are none other than his teacher and the girl he fucked. Hi, welcome to Domestic Girlfriend.
Hey, Domestic Girlfriend is one of the best animes ever made.
Oh, so that's what
I'm not making a joke about this. Like, Domestic Girlfriend is good.
I only got 7 episodes in.
I wanted to watch it.
I remember hearing so many people used to get so mad about it because they're just like, "Oh, this is just appealing to men's fantasy and all this kind of shit." It's like it's literally written by a woman. Like
So,
the whole
so many of the male fantasy animes and manga are written by women.
yeah.
It's funny.
It's
It
actually
was like the
very
original,
surprising.
the original designer of Bayonetta
Uh,
too.
the writer for what's it called? Redo of the Healer.
Yeah,
Reed
that's written
Miller?
by a woman.
Yeah.
You would think that was like some degenerate fat guy in his basement. No, that's a regular ass woman.
I mean,
It's a woman.
she might still be fat.
I don't.
Oh,
That's not into the specifics, but
Time to
It's
dox
still
this
a-
bitch. I pull it
everyone
up.
was everyone freaked out like, oh, this is men just hating women. It's like, it's not. Somehow it's not. A woman
Listen.
wrote all of this.
Shield Hero has a revenge plot. Amazing anime, amazing manga. Redo of Healer has a revenge plot. Terrible. Male fantasy. I
Have
rate
you-
Redo.
Have you seen Redo of
a
Healer?
11 out of 10. Yeah, I watched it.
You
weekly,
watched the whole thing?
as it aired. Watched it weekly as it aired.
That came out. They aired that on a pornography site.
I watched it
Yeah.
on my totally legitimate sites to watch anime on.
Me was just like, oh boy, 7 a.m. on a Friday. Time to get on the P Hub for my new anime.
Let me tell you exactly what happened. New episode came out. I was in my college dorm room with my roommate on the bed behind me. I would lean like this so he couldn't see my screen as I pretend that like a fucking hentai scene isn't unfolding on my my fucking computer.
Every episode had like a 15-minute long fuck scene.
Yeah, this rod or my rod.
I watched a
So
good
bad.
chunk of it on YouTube just because, like, for some reason, so there's my main YouTube account, then there's the IamRee one, and it's mainly just lo-fi. But for some reason, I started getting recommended Redo of Healer, and I was like, okay, I'll watch a clip. And it's just like all the clips they can show on YouTube I've seen pretty much.
Literally, when I watched the first episode, I didn't know that the one I was watching was the censored version, because during the scene when they're supposed to show all the no stuff, it's just zoomed in on a wall in the background. And
That's how they get around it.
I thought maybe it was just an issue with the site that uploaded it, and then I found out like 2 hours later the uncensored version got uploaded.
Did you rewatch it?
Watch what, Redo of Healer?
No,
Yes, together right
that's-
now on stream.
I don't know if
Yeah,
you can
right.
stream that.
Pull it up. No, I meant did you rewatch the uncensored version when it came out to see what scenes you missed?
100%. You know what I missed? I missed the iconic scene.
The iconic one.
The
Oh,
iconic.
yeah.
This rod or my rod?
I personally like the scene where he was breaking her fingers and told her not to scream.
Yeah,
And then
dude.
fixed them all and then broke them again. That I actually enjoyed that.
I'll say this though.
That was great.
Down the line, when he encounters the I'm about to go on a plot summary of Redo of Healer. Stop me if you want me to not talk about this. But basically, he's going on getting revenge on all the other quote unquote heroes who fucked with him in his previous life. So there's the mage hero, which is the princess, which is the first girl, Flare, the one that he does the
Enslaves.
whole rod, enslaves her basically. Then there's the sword hero, who is a member of the LGBT community, let's say, and is very much into the princess and jealous that the princess gave him special attention, even though she was just treating him like an actual dog, like a drug addicted dog. And then there's the gun hero, who is this very big black man who, if I had to quote him, if I had to sum up on a quote, would be, "Come over here and kiss me on my lips. I'm feeling romantical."
It's kiss me on my hot mouth.
My hot mouth. Sorry. But basically, in I believe episode like 10 or 11, he gets revenge on the sword hero by basically using his heel thing to turn himself into a woman so that she will find him attractive, and then drugging her and then stripping her down naked and putting her on a stage with 3 men who he gave like aphrodisiacs and like made them really hungry. So like he's like, you got to keep pleasuring them, otherwise they're just gonna eat you alive.
Cool.
And obviously she's not exactly into pleasuring men, but
She tried.
But she tried. She went on for a while, and then she was eventually just eaten by the men. It was a very unique scene.
You know what?
Unique.
That's the best note to leave it off, because that's perfect for the after party. Thank you so much for joining us on this podcast. Mew's gonna recreate a scene in something he just described. Thank you for the clown crew for joining me, and this has been another episode of my podcast.